I found out everyone's next anime crush. Not mine.
Smoking in real life be like... Oh, smoking in manga. That's like...
You got cancer.
Slice of life.
They try to
It's a
make it
genre
look cool.
that, hey,
It's not
hey,
cool.
I'm talking it.
Like, even to me, even with like the smoking in anime, it's just like it's not as cool as they want it to seem like. But y'all be falling for it. Y'all be gulking. Like when Sanji pulls out that cigarette, y'all like, oh my god.
It's a genre I've never been able to fully get into because, well, a lot of the times I find it
boring.
I can see its appeal, but way too often it's about shows or stories I have zero interest or relatability to. Because look, I'm a 32-year-old grown-ass adult. What the hell am I gonna have in common with watching the 100th show about some high school girl sitting in a classroom going, "Oh, Pizza Johnny, looking so..."
Well, nah. Nichijou, Daily Life of High School Boys. Every other slice of life is ass.
We're kawaii today! Serena's shy, you're the one who looks the most kawaii with the little hair and the little things. That's the guy. Anal sex shit, There is rarely anything in this genre for me, so it came as a big surprise when I found Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, a manga that tackles something I can finally relate to, something that's not more cute anime girls, something I rarely get to see.
Lung cancer?
Being a boring ass adult. This manga might have ignited a fire in me I had no idea could be ignited. It hit a spot I am now trying relentlessly to fill up, and if you're a boring ass adult like me, I think you might like it too. Oh, and there's a hot anime goth girl in it. Oh my god! But before all that, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, Raycon. Guys, as you might know, I've been traveling around a lot recently and having an egg bag with these necessaries, and still good thing for me. I wasn't spitting tips and long with over
crazy
to get fit.
Yeah.
Barely treats him low. Sasaki doesn't have a lot going on in his life. Working at a soul-sucking job for a company that barely treats him like a human being, he doesn't have a lot to look forward to in his day-to-day grind. That is, except for the cheerful smile of Yamada, the lovely clerk at the supermarket he visits after his shift that brings him just a small dose of joy in his otherwise tedious life.
That's so depressing. In anime, they be making everyone like... Every depressed character in anime is just a next level of depression. Like, it's never normal depression. It's never reasonable things. Like, it's always above that. It'd be my parents died, family died, my uncle died after he just licked my butt. It'd be like weird stuff. I don't get it.
After one particularly grueling day, however, he pops in to find out that she's already ended her shift. So to deal with the fact that today he doesn't get to see Yamada's joyful face, there's only one solution he can think of.
Smoking.
Lung cancer.
How many cigarettes have you got, lad?
Unfortunately, in Japan, huffing copium in public has been made illegal and also slightly frowned upon. So looking for a place to spark up a ciggy in private, he gets called over behind the supermarket by a mysterious girl who calls herself Tayama. Wow, what a unique name. I wonder where she got that from. Huh? She looks a little edgy, slick leather jacket, choker, boots, dark lipstick, but looks a little familiar, eh?
She looks a little mid to me. You said everyone's next anime crush. Oh no, ma'am. She's looking kind of mid.
The old man thinks.
I've never met this man in my life.
She's noticed that he's always stopping at Yamada's cashier and teases him a bit. Yeah, she's a little cheeky, bit of a cheeky girl, probably eats a lot of Nando's, but finds out that Sasaki doesn't have any ulterior motives. He's just an older dude who appreciates Yamada's gleeful energy. They get talking, and a small friendship starts.
That is weird, though. He is stopping by the store just to see one girl be happy. That's suspect. That's very suspect.
To form. And so Sasaki finds a new cycle in his daily routine, as every time he visits the supermarket, he shares a smoke break with this mysterious girl as they talk about stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's the manga. Yes, this is a manga about two adults who go behind the supermarket to share a smoke break together. Now, before I recommend this manga,
niggas be making millions off of what people do every day. Isn't that everyone? Yeah, I just thought about it. Yeah, gamers play games and then they make millions. Reactors watch videos and then they make millions, unless your name's Waka, who's barely making $30 a month. For fuck's sake, bro.
As we all know, smoking is bad for your health. Here are just some of the negative effects of smoking. Increased risk of cancer, heart disease, lung disease, strokes, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and everyone else my Patreon for helping to support me for this month. And a shitload of other stuff that is just absolutely terrible for your health. Now, are there any positive effects of smoking? Getting the chance to vibe with the hot goth girl behind your local combini.
I feel like hot is a very strong word to use for the situation. I think she's average.
Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You was one of the most popular and hyped up newly published series in Japan last year, and when I read the first chapter, I didn't understand why. 5 chapters later, I still didn't understand why. 26 chapters later, and I still didn't understand why, but where the hell is the next chapter? Wait, this is a monthly release? I have to wait a bloody month now? Oh no. I like this manga. It's comforting, it's relatable, it needs a shorter name because goddamn this is going to be tedious to pronounce, but most importantly, it is a vibe if you're over the age of 23 because most extraordinarily, it is a manga starring actual adults. No overly anime bullshit, no exaggerated personalities, just 2 fully grown adults.
So y'all reading about animated characters, reading about drawn characters doing the same thing you're doing? That's kind of boring though. Like, if I'm gonna read a comic or a manga, bro, I'm not trying to see people doing what I do. That's boring. That's why I don't like romance, bro. I'm not trying to see people do what I already do. I'm trying to see something that I can't see. You feel what I'm saying? I need to see something out of the ordinary, not just everyday life in animated format. That's lame as hell to me. Lakers in 6, bro. Trent, Lakers are not beating Denver, bro. Denver in 5. Like I said, Denver in 5.
Dealing with each other, talking about random shit. It's a story that perfectly portrays the vibe of the small intricacies and mundanity of adult life. And I know that sounds like a weird way to make a story sound appealing, but hear me out, okay? Alright, it's time for a patented Gigak tangent, but stick with me. I swear I'm going somewhere with this. So back when I worked for the BBC... No! Get off me!
My nigga, you never worked for me? Type shit. He's never worked for me. Lying ass. Come on now.
Work for the BBC! Back during the days when I worked for the United Kingdom Transmission Organization, I had my own little routine. There would be a single Tesco's Express on my way back, and every day I would go in and give myself a little treat. We all love to clown on British food, rightly so, but one thing I'll always happily defend is their crisps. It's pretty much the only time you'll find properly seasoned food in England, and to me, one stood above them all. Walker's Max Punchy Paprika Ridge Cut Crisps.
What chip does this look like, guys? I can't remember. I can't put my name on it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck, what is it called? Ruffles? Isn't this just Ruffles? Yes, bro, like, this is just a ripoff of Ruffles, bro.
With that perfect thickness to give it that crunch and maximize the delicious smoky paprika flavor, all for the price of $75.
That is literally Ruffles, bro. Oh my god.
This was my little treat to signify the end of a hard day's work, so you'd understand my horror when one day I walked in and I found out that this particular branch of Tesco's had stopped selling Walker's Max crisps. What? Why? Why would they do this? What did they expect me to do?
Because they got
Settle
copyrighted.
For the inferior plain old Walker's crisps? Settle for a flavor that's not punchy paprika?
Those are just
5
Lays.
minutes on my daily walk home so I can see if Sainsbury's has it? No! I wasn't gonna do that. I refused to do that. So like a true Brit, I masked my disappointment by filing a complaint in my mind, walking home dejected and crispless, and returned the next day to burn the entire store down. Now that may have sounded like a weird tangent, but that was a slice of my adult life. Sometimes the smallest and most mundane things is the stuff that stands out the most in your day, and that's the vibe that is perfectly captured in Smokers Anonymous behind Tesco's Express. Sasaki doesn't come to the same cashier every day because he has a weird, creepy crush, but because seeing that joyful smile brightens his day just a little bit.
That's weird though. I don't care what you say. That is weird. You have no connection to this woman. You just go by, see her happy, and you get happy. That's weird. I don't care.
She's no punchy paprika, but I get it. And Tayama serves as the emotional crux I wish I had when I couldn't tell anybody about the atrocity Tesco's had committed on me that day. Sasaki finishes work one day after accidentally making a girl cry because he tried giving a team member encouraging words, but unintentionally came off as angry and aggressive. In England, we call that forgetting to end your business emails with kind regards and instead just saying, regards. He tells Tayama about it, and she gives him a sound pep talk about how shit like this doesn't matter in the long term. If you're a good person, that team member will eventually realize that in time. But if you're really worried about it, here's how to smile and not look like an angry psychopath. He starts to laugh, she gives him a bit of shit back. He starts to worry that he accidentally just made her angry then and there, and she's like, nah, Don't overthink it, bro. And that's it. That's the chapter. There's just something satisfying about seeing people bonding and growing closer over the simplest conversations. Work life, dating, small, menial shit that happens in their day, just two adults being real with each other. And as someone who's introverted, these are the situations I love. Alright, fellow introverts, hear me out. Talking to strangers can be scary. Talking to people you don't know can be exhausting. But to me, it all becomes worth it in that moment when you find that one person you just instantly vibe with. It doesn't have to be about having the same common interests as them. So
it's just like one cancer brings us all together, which is why we should all start smoking cigarettes, because it brings us together. This manga sounds ass.
Even having similar personalities, something about that energy just clicks with you. For once, you don't feel like you're draining your social.
What is the plot? The plot is being an everyday adult. That is the plot. Just going through your adulthood. That is it. There's nothing else. It's
energy hanging out with someone. One 5-minute interaction accidentally turns into a 2-hour conversation as you lost track of time talking about shit you don't even remember talking about. And that's the beauty encapsulated in this manga. Sasaki and Tayama aren't necessarily similar. They aren't even that close to each other in age, but goddamn if there isn't something comforting about their chemistry together. You're just watching two adults vibing with each other, shooting the shit about stuff that doesn't really matter. And I didn't know I could get this invested in a story about two people just enjoying each other's company.
It's like watching a manga podcast. It's literally like watching a manga podcast, bro.
Time goes on, we even see a slight romance subplot start to form. And we might want to keep this on the down low because I do have a bit of an age gap and we don't want to give Twitter something new.
24 and 45? What? You're bugging, bro. You are bugging with this one.
To pretend to be mad about.
I want problems, always!
But rest assured, it's treated as maturely as the rest of the manga is. From the start, Sasaki never came in with nefarious intentions, and the evolution of their relationship feels completely natural as they slowly start to emotionally rely on one another, give each other companionship, so any kind of developing feelings never takes priority over what they provide for each other and why they keep coming back. An honest to God, human connection. Alright, I would be lying though if I didn't say I wasn't just a little bit invested, because Tayama is just
perfect.
The leather jacket, the choker, the punk energy, adding just a tiny bit of Tsum energy. She gets a little cheeky, has a little devious side to her personality, but it's nothing but
just a bit of banter.
Wait a minute. Another manga about a guy and a mischievous anime girl with a romantic tension? Wait a minute. This is just another teasing manga. Wait a minute. This is just Nagatoro for adults.
It's just mid. That's what it is. It's just mid.
The only travesty right now is that because this manga is still pretty new and it's on a monthly release schedule, I've not had nearly enough to satisfy my craving, which caused me to come to the realization when searching for similar stories is that, why is there not more shows like this? We have an avalanche of moe blob high school girls doing some mundane activity, and you know, I get it. It's
chat, why do you think there's not more shows of that? Not more mangas of it? Just I want to know why y'all think
cute, it's comfy, but whose slice of life is this? I like my cute anime girls, but I can't relate to this. What do you think I look like, a fucking Funko Pop?
Why are you going to anime to relate to? It's anime. You're not supposed to fully relate to it. You're supposed to relate here and there, not the whole thing.
Be some slice of life with adults out there. Oh, hell yeah. New game? A slice of life about working adults in the game development world. This is the adults? Sparking up a ciggy next to the Lawsons.
Hey, New Game was actually funny, though. New Game was hilarious. Don't... Watch your mouth. New Game was funny.
Hits a spot I didn't know I wanted it to hit. And if that sounds like your thing, please, dear God, just give it a read, because not only do I want this to get more popular, but I want more stories like this. No high school anime bullshit, no after school club activities, no cute girls doing cute things. We have adult people doing adult things. Wait a minute. No cute anime girls? Just a bunch of adults talking about dumb bullshit that doesn't really matter?
It's
Why
a
does
podcast.
This sound so familiar to me?
Oh, you're about to say your podcast. Yep. This is the only reason why he made this video. He made to plug his podcast. That would have been hilarious if that was like his main reasoning. Because that's the only thing I got from the anime. It was just like a manga podcast.
Oh, fuck. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video.
That story sounds very mid. I don't know what else to say, bro. It didn't sound too good.